The wine I'm about to taste is Rotari Riserva 2016 from Trentino. The appellation is Trento DOC, which is the appellation of the sparkling wines of the Trentino Alto Adige region of northern Italy. And this is produced by the Mezzocorona group, which is one of the biggest wineries in the area. It's a cooperative with 1,600 members, so it has a huge resource of grapes and vineyards to draw on to make its various wines. It makes a lot of very, very inexpensive and very good value Pinot Grigio. That's probably their main game up there in Trento, but sparkling wine as well, and the brand is Rotari. And they have several levels of sparkling wine. This, I think, is one of the higher levels. It's not the highest, but it's probably the second highest that I'm aware of. Riserva d'Oro, which means gold reserve, gold label. And 2016, so it's had 6 years on the lees, and or 6 years in the bottle at least. Not necessarily all with the lees in the bottle. It could have been disgorged and then matured for a little longer on the cork before it's sent to market. So this is made by the Metodo Classico, which is, in other words, the classic method, which we used to be able to call the method champenoise, but no one can do that anymore except the champagne people. What that means, it's been fermented in the bottle, and it's in the same bottle you buy it in, and it's then matured in that bottle with the yeast lees, which are the residue from the secondary fermentation, very important during the maturation process to give more character to the wine. So how does it taste, this Rotari Riserva d'Oro 2016? When I poured it, there was a lovely cordon of fine bubbles sitting on the surface, which gradually dissipate, but not big and frothy and foaming and coarse bubbles, as you might get with a cheap bubbly. But this one has got very fine bubbles which are still rising to the surface gradually and gently, which is a good sign. Let's have a taste. And the Bouquet is very toasty. There's a lot of development there. You can tell it's an aged wine. It's got a lot of toast, a lot of bready characters. The fruit characters are pushed into the background, and we're now seeing a lot of secondary character, which you would expect. It's beautiful. It really makes you want to have a sip. And the wine is, again, lovely, mature, full, mouth-filling flavours. The acidity is there, quite lively, refreshing acidity, but it's balanced. It gives you this certain energy and vitality on the palate, which is really important in a sparkling wine. Finish is dry. There's probably a bit of liqueur has gone into it, but you can't taste it. The wine is nicely balanced, and the finish is refreshing and clean and dry, which means it's appetizing and makes you want to have another sip, which is what good sparkling wine is all about, let's face it. Excellent wine. And how did we score it? We scored it 92 out of 100, which is a good silver score, silver ribbon score. And we've recommended drinking it now and over the next 2 or 3 years. I don't think it's going to get much better than this, but it'll hold for a while yet. That really does have a great range of flavour. A lot of brioche, a lot of croissant, a lot of pastries. Really a panoply of lovely flavours in there. Really like that, and the flavour continues on for a long time. So yes, we've scored at 92, which is a good silver medal, silver ribbon score. And we've said fish pie is a really good match. And a fish pie can, of course, include just about anything you like. Put some scallops in it, put some calamari in it, and plenty of chunks of fish, and a nice creamy sauce. Would be perfect with a wine like this. Good health.